at the 25. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the... And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man who played collegiately nearby in Athens for the Bulldogs, James Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Murray from midfield. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. Come on.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30.
Brings up second and 8. The Falcons, 30-yard line.
On second down, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Falcons nothing.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Play action, Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 3-yard line.
Harris will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Falcons 7, Bills 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to move back in front. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bills 10, Falcons 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now Ryan on first down. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Play fake. Murray. And complete, right side to Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Murray now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10, here's Murray. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Buffalo.
going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
1st down, Murray. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Ryan. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. Ryan's throw taken in by Edwards. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's Cook again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked on by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the